Artists and designers use linear perspective to create the illusion of space and distance on a flat surface. In this drawing exercise, we will focus on one-point perspective. Take a look at this one-point perspective drawing. Notice how the receding lines in the drawing appear to converge at a single point at eye level on the horizon line. This is the essence of one-point perspective. Catherine, a fine arts major at the Minneapolis College of Art and Design, is demonstrating one-point perspective for us. First, she decides on her composition by isolating areas with her viewfinder, considering how the composition relates to the picture plane and contemplating the story she is trying to tell. She does this by creating a number of thumbnail sketches in her sketchbook. Deciding on one of her thumbnail sketches, she envisions it on the page. She begins her drawing by using her sighting stick to find eye level within the actual still life. Once the sighting stick is at arm's length, held directly in front of her eyes, she notices where it intersects with her picture plane and the items in her vision. She marks her eye level line on her paper, making this imaginary line visible to use as a structure to build her drawing. Once eye level is determined on the drawing, she identifies the vanishing point. She once again uses her sighting stick, but this time sights a major angle that intersects at eye level. The intersection of the angle with the horizon line identifies the vanishing point. Nearly all angled lines in the picture plane will recede to this point, while all horizontal and vertical lines will align with the horizontal and vertical edges of the paper. Any angles that do not move directly toward the vanishing point are not working within the established one-point perspective grid and will need to be mapped in individually. It is important that she remain in her original position in order to translate this specific perspective onto the paper. Catherine no longer needs to sight and map every angle in the picture plane, but can use the one-point perspective system in partnership with measuring to establish the drawing. When she sees that the structure is accurate and the perspective believable, she wipes off the drawing with a chamois, leaving the pentimento as a guide for her finished perspective drawing. Next, Catherine begins using a phased or varied pressure line to refine the drawing, articulating focal points where lines intersect. Line weight establishes the importance of foreground objects by using a varied line with a wide range of value. Lines in deeper space will have less value shifts and be lighter, suggesting distance or atmospheric perspective. Finally, to resolve the perspective drawing, she erases excess marks and fingerprints. Linear perspective is not about perfection. It does not need to be drawn with a ruler. A perspective drawing will be a believable, illusionary drawing. It will not matter if it is created freehand or organized and established with a ruler. This is, of course, the artist's choice. Now let's take a look at Catherine's drawing to see what we notice. First, the drawing is perceived from one viewpoint. Second, all angles converge at the vanishing point and the horizon line. Third, all vertical and horizontal lines align with the edges of the paper. And finally, line weight expresses placement and importance in the picture plane. Now it's your turn to try. Give yourself 1 hour of focused studio time to do this drawing. Thanks again for watching our video on linear perspective.